People been asking me, why don't you do a podcast? I'm like, a podcast? What am I do a podcast for? You got a lot to say. True. People be listening. True. Well, here we go. CrushMics platform. Talk about some of the latest, some of the hottest stuff going on. Even mostly the classic stuff going on. Where somebody got their mic crushed. Somebody outlasted somebody in some way at an angle that probably nobody even saw. CrushMics, that's what we're here for. Some different cutting edge angles on what's going on social media, YouTube, and in the world. Stay tuned. CrushMics. Keep.
You know, real. We are back for another episode of CrushMics. I am your host, Korey Buckets. Back for another show as promised. I have an illustrious and esteemed guest. The highly esteemed, highly well-rounded, worldwide, what should I say? Entrepreneur.
Keep going.
We should say artist.
Talk about it.
Mogul.
Okay.
The highly esteemed.
You heard him.
Fvlo to the show.
Thank you. You know what I mean?
CrushMics, welcome. CrushMics, welcome.
Hey man, I'm just happy that you had me on the show, man. I've been a fan for a long time. You know what I mean? All the episodes, man.
We happy to have you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
We got a jam-packed show. Pause. Mobile mouth. It's crazy. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of things. Tay Roc URL. We're gonna be talking about the controversial battle between Murder Mook and Tay Roc, a follow-up for the last show, because there's a lot of controversial things going on that URL app, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to be talking about this little wig sensation. The young lady's been wearing wigs. We've been peeping y'all out here at CrushMics. We know what y'all doing. How y'all feel about that? What we feel about that, fellas? How we feel about that? That was the grandmas. How we feel about that? We're going to talk about it. We're going to be talking about,
We gotta talk about that.
We're going to talk about it.
I'm glad I'm here for that.
We're going to go to a little journalistic topic that I heard about. I've been doing a little bit of research for y'all. And come to find out, Kobe was right. Kobe said the low tops over the high tops. I'm going to tell y'all why he was right. The great Bean, rest in peace. Great man.
Still blessing us in the afterlife.
Still blessing us. Great Bean.
Kobe.
We're going to be talking about Benny the Butcher. Little album review. There's a lot of things on that album. He was talking that talk. From New York, we like that. He was talking that talk. And we're going to be talking about the fact that they compare him to Hoffa. And we're going to be talking about my background. Chilla Jones versus Real Sikh. Instant classic if you ask me, because very nice battle from the young men. Very nice battle. We're going to get into the show. Tay Roc versus Murder Mook. They're saying on the URL app, people around, I should say, are saying about the URL app, that it's a little bit controversial that I hear, some people talk. They said people been voting for Murder Mook, and it's been going to Tay Roc. The public general opinion is that Murder Mook won the battle, but on the URL app, they're saying that it's a little funny play.
So it's two different apps that are calculating the votes?
It's a lot of different apps that have votes that have been taken. Polling. Pause. Whoa, that was crazy. Murder Mook.
It's a family show.
Family show, my fault. Murder Mook versus Tay Roc. And all the other ones have Murder Mook winning. But the one URL app,
they got They got
Tay Roc winning.
And niggas saying that every time they vote for Tay Roc, it looks to put a. I mean, every time they vote for Murder Mook, they put a vote for Tay Roc.
Allegedly, you know, because we not in the, you know, we not at the site. We know how that goes.
Well, first and foremost, I would say, who do you think won?
I would definitely say Murder Mook got that 30.
Mook got a 30. See, I didn't hear it. I ain't hear it. Mook got a 30.
Gentleman's 30.
Yo, it gave you a 30, dog.
30.
See, I wish I seen that. Yo, I should have came prepared.
He wasn't prepared, but I was prepared for him. I was double prepared. I watched the battle multiple times.
Well, that's what makes it skeptical between the apps. Just like, if it's a 30, is it the consensus that it's a 30?
It's the consensus that he lost. We'll say that. Definitely he lost.
All right.
It's a consensus that he lost.
So it shouldn't even be there should be no platform saying that he won.
No. Next topic. Tay Roc, you lost. Beep.
You ain't Trump. Y'all had a rough week.
You ain't Trump. You ain't Trump. You know what? As a matter of fact, speaking of Trump.
Get a recount, Tay Roc.
Speaking of Trump.
Fake news.
You know, we're going to have a CrushMics first. We're going to sneak a little topic in there, matter of fact, that he said that. Wiggin, hoodwinking in the hood. There has been a lot of taboo over the years between the African American community that you are not supposed to talk about politics. And this is the problem why we are not educated in our community right now. Because the generations come up, don't talk about politics. Don't talk about religion and politics. Don't talk about politics. Oh, we not talking about politics. We're not educated enough.
That shit too divisive in the workplace. That's why they be on it. Because you fuck around. I can see me beefing with somebody talking some dumb shit at the gig. Especially if it's casual Friday. Yo, if I got my fucking Tim's on, you talking that dumb ass shit?
But see, this the thing. When you're amongst people of intellect.
No, but you work with niggas that probably ain't of intellect, yo.
Your people specifically. Because we're not talking about the work environment. Because it gets extended between your people. It doesn't get separated between your people. It's just a general consensus. How many times do you come around people of intellect and sit around and talk about, hey, what's going on with the election? Unless it's election time. What's going on with the actual society?
I'm a bad example because this nigga is my fucking brethren. And he's a politician. We talk
I'm
about.
not sure what's new with Access Society.
See?
Even Alexa don't even know what's going on.
See, you done drove Alexa crazy with that. I just think, you know what I'm saying, that politics is something that we need to start talking about more in our communities because this election came up and the election before that, and I feel like it turns into like a social media conversation.
Well, I think the thing that's most important is people educate themselves on the issues. Like, people talk politics all the time, but they're not talking about shit. Nothing.
But let's talk about the issues.
And get an understanding. You can have an opinion about things, but understand how things work. People know who I bet you don't know who runs their district.
Right.
They don't even know who the senator is.
And that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm talking about.
Niggas don't go to their kids' PTA meetings.
And that's what I'm talking about. That, and it trickles down to that. The places of legislation that really matter to you locally that can help you, we not talking about that.
We don't educate ourselves on that.
And let's start talking about that. Next topic. CrushMics. You know, we got to keep moving.
Bam, bam, bam. We need the horn. Bam, 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 bam. What a Sandman.
Next topic, we're talking about these wigs, man. Ladies, so I've been noticing, the wigs is the thing now. Like, a lot of y'all young women are out here really rocking the wigs. And I've been saying to myself, like, at first, it was different for me, because I'm like, I was dating a young lady, right? You know, having a nice time. And she just took her wig off, and I was like,
how'd you feel? Talk about it. Did you feel betrayed? No, keep it real. Did you feel betrayed?
I felt like the one meme of Weebay, the one gift of Weebay, when he be like,
he said Shorty was a cop? Said Shorty was a cop? Said Shorty had a seizure?
Shorty had to set it off under that? It was different. It was different. Ladies, I just feel like I don't, you know, whatever. If it looks good.
If you feel good.
Yeah, you feel good, let's do it. But let's just be honest, man.
I feel betrayed.
Because look, if I
bamboozled and swindled,
if
I got the
hairpiece, the carpet that was lined up before you got it with the hairspray, and then I start sweating later, and my joint fly off, and I really got the George Jefferson. How would you feel about that?
Listen.
If I really had the George, how would you feel about that?
I would feel. Only reason why I feel away is because I don't even have preference. You listen. You can have a baldy if you're thick enough. I'm scummy. Sorry, I'm a guest.
Hey,
listen.
Hey, and then on that note, we are going to the next topic. This Benny the Butcher album, man. Burden is Proof. I like it. I like it a lot. What I like to talk about are the things that people don't talk about often. And I have heard people say and compare Benny the Butcher to Jay-Z. And this is what I'd like to say. When people compare you to great people, it's not fair because ultimately you can't.
You gotta ask what they're comparing though.
Right. And what I really think the comparisons are, there are certain cadences that he has with his flow and topic that mirror that of some deliveries of Jay-Z. And let's be real, what was Jay-Z's first album called? Reasonable Doubt. What is his first album called? Burden of Proof. So we know it's something there that his favorite artist, and I get it.
He's got records like 96, 97 Hov, excuse me.
Right. So
and he references Hov.
So I get it. And I feel like if you're going to try to be great at something and you trying to, that's not a bad person to try to mirror. Like, that's like, so.
I ain't mad at Kobe for trying to be Mike.
Right.
Because all we got was a baby Mike out of that shit.
That's what we got, right.
I'm cool with that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I feel like rather than the conversation be like knocking him, like, oh, he trying to move. Like, let's stop doing that. Let's just appreciate what he doing. Because I feel like with artists, with hip-hop artists, like, it's just like playing basketball. It's a confidence, it's an ego thing. The more support you got, the better you get at it, the more harder you work at it, and the more it motivates you to do your thing. So when you see artists doing their thing, man, support them what they doing if you see them hustling and doing what they doing, because you know it ain't easy to do none of the stuff that these artists do. None of the stuff that they do. So if you out there banging that Benny the Butcher and you love hip-hop, keep on supporting it, keep on supporting real hip-hop. That's why we got Fvlo on the show. He got a real dope project out. Y'all heard me mention it. What's the project called?
God Don't Bless No Suckas. God Don't Bless No Suckas, and we got another project coming out shortly called All This Or Good Villain Clothing. Got a lot of things going on.
Where can they get that Good Villain Clothing?
Good Villain Clothing is available at goodvillainclothing.com. Goodvillainclothing.com.
And it's moving.
And we moving. Shout out to Meek Mill, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett. They got them and their team got our clothing in the Charm City Kings movie. And
you know that's running on HBO.
Yeah, and that's
Facebook.
on HBO.
I seen the advertisements on everything. So y'all check that out.
You'll see our shirt, the Avon Weed Base Stringer D'Angelo shirt.
Check that out.
Goodvillainclothing.com.
We love it, man. We support good businesses. I always say that. We support good businesses. People hustling, people doing their thing. The problem with our community is I'll know a guy to the left, right, front, back, northwest, east, south, northwest, and I won't support him for whatever reason. If people do good business, I'm not saying support bad business, but if people make good products, good service, and you can support them, especially if they're in your community and they're your people, support them, because we got people out here doing some real
We all we
stuff.
got when it come down to the come down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We really are all we got. So.
That's all, that's a fact. That's a fact. Now, last topic.
It's the last topic?
Last topic.
Yo, this is a fucking speed round, yo.
Last topic.
All right, yo.
My background. Real Sikh.
Is that my background shit?
Real Sikh versus Chilla Jones. Who won that? We had Fvlo watch the battle for the first time.
First time.
He got to see the rookie kind of.
And I've never heard, and that was my first time seeing him, so I didn't know what
Real
to expect.
Sikh.
Real Sikh is my first time seeing him.
Versus the super season Chilla Jones.
Familiar with Chilla.
I feel in time, it will be a classic, especially if Real Sikh continues to heat up and fight and battle. You know, it's like a fight, but it's a battle, rap battle, and continue to battle better opponents and beat them, or at least be competitive. This will be a classic one day, I promise, because it was a tough battle.
Listen, I followed the URL. You know, first of all, whoever Buck put me on with, he'll send me a link. I'll watch it, and that's how I really get familiar. He be like, nigga, you spit, nigga, you heard what he said, and I be like, yo, I fuck with you. That's my experience. So I will say that first and foremost. But I know fucking rap, and I spit, and I know spitting. So when I seen the Real Sikh kid, obviously I see he's an Indian kid. I'm like, all right, he's here in this space. I know he can spit. We wouldn't even be here if he can't spit. That don't mean he gonna be fired.
That don't mean that.
He went first.
He went first.
And I say, yo.
Yo.
And I've heard Chilla. I ain't gonna hold you. I said, Chilla gonna have to bring it. Chilla gonna have to bring it. And I thought Chilla was gonna lose. And I can't say Chilla lost, but I can say Chilla won. First round was crazy. Second round, I gotta give it to Chilla, only because Real Sikh was just breaking down Chilla's breakdown, and Chilla was responding to that, but he was frying him too. Like, nigga, you can't break me down, I'm gonna fry you too. In the third round, it was more the same. I gotta give it to, you said instant classic. Buck ain't pick a winner.
Oh, I definitely did.
You did?
I definitely did.
Who's the winner then?
Chilla Jones. Look,
who you get a third round to? Who you get a third round to?
Chilla Jones.
Okay.
On this platform,
I ain't mad at that.
you have to be better than really good to beat a veteran than me if you're a rookie. He was exceptional. Like, there's not that many rookies that battle against veterans that put up them kind of performances.
Who is a Real Sikh battle that I would know before?
Nobody, because he
raised that new.
Yeah,
really,
yeah. So this
to get Chilla and stand up like that, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Real Sikh.
So we definitely appreciate that. But in closing, I'm gonna get to this one because I think this is real big, man. Y'all still have to practice the social distancing, man. I see too many people online.
We hard as shit right here. It don't look
going crazy, doing the like. It's not time to turn up. We can't do the strip club thing crazy now. We can't do that yet. Like, we gotta chill, cause they running it up. We running the numbers back up. Yo, I'm trying to live, man. I'm trying to 2021. I'm not trying to be in a crib the whole year. Let's just do what we got to do right now and get this underway so we can do what we need to do. And thank y'all to the guests. Shout out to my guy, Rapper.
Shout out Rapper.
Rapper live on set. And to the next show. Keep the love. Always love. Next show. CrushMics.
Say the word. Yo, say it, yo.
Cake.